Hello, it's Nick, and today I want to show you how to create a data table in Figma. I will use two popular plugins for this task, and the first plugin will be Table Creator. When we create the table for the first time, the plugin will ask us to create a template. Template will be the master element for the table that we will create. So this master element allows us to play with the various properties, such as the size of a row, and the style of the cells. For example, we can change the border of the cells. For example, I want to remove the border, and as you can see that the master table won't have borders. And these properties, like the size of a row and the styling for the cells, will apply to the table that we will create. So the next time when I launch the plugin and create a table, it will show that the table 1 will be used as a master element for the table, and these are the properties of the table that we will create. These are the numbers of columns and the numbers of rows. We can choose up to the 50 columns and 50 rows, but a table that will have so many rows and columns will take a lot of time to create. And another, the sizing. By default, it has these properties like 400 pixels for width and hug for the height, meaning that the actual height of the table will be calculated based on the size of the cells that it will have, but we can change these properties too if we need it. So let's leave it as is right now and generate the table. So as you can see that the table that we created inherited all properties that we've defined before. And the great thing that we can change the properties at any time and they will apply to the table that we created. Another great thing about this plugin that all cells in the table comes with the text element, so we can add the text anytime we want. So for example, let's add header and text. And the table is also responsive, meaning we can modify the size of a table. For example, here I minimize it and maximize it, and as you can see that the text adjusts based on the size of the element, in this case the cell size. So this was the first plugin that I want to show you, and the second one is called Table Generator. Table Generator is less visual in comparison to the Table Creator that we've discussed before, but it has one important benefit. It allows us to import data, and this is extremely valuable when you have an actual data that you want to use, especially when you want to create a big tables with a lot of data and don't want to do it manually. So for example, here I will copy paste the CSV file that I've created before with the employees of the organization. It's a fake data. And once I generate that table, it will generate the table with this data. But before that, I need to mention that you need to calculate some properties such as the number of columns and rows to create the actual table based on your data. For example, in our case, it will be 5 columns and 10 rows, and also change some properties like alignment and font size, height, width and height of the table itself. Once we generate the table, you will see that it was created with the actual data that we provided. So this is it. Thank you.